Disclaimer. This is just my opinion. It's not a list. It's not voted for. It's just what I think. What's going on YouTube? My name is Splash. Welcome to my new series. This is going to be a series of top fives. Some of them will be just my personal preference. Like this one, for example, this is my favorite 5 stars in the game. This does not mean that they're meta picks. That does not mean that they're the strongest. Some of you are going to disagree with a lot of them, and that's absolutely fine. If you have your own top 5, comment down below. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Going to try a few different edit styles with these videos. And yeah, the plan is to just pop out a few different ones. If you've got an idea for a top 5 series you'd like to see, be sure to comment down below so that I can look into it and make one of the episodes based on your suggestion. So, without further ado, let's roll on with the list. Coming in at number 5 is Dia. And I know this one is like, whoa, what do you mean? I know that she's not an amazing character in game. Some people say she is, but most of you will say she's not. Character design is amazing. I love the actual look of her as a character. Secondly, she's a Claymore user. I am a huge fan of Claymore users. Everybody knows that's my favorite weapon in the game. I haven't done Claymore series only because the man himself, Noblesse, did an amazing one and I can't match that. Thirdly, Pyro character. Love Pyro in the game. Such good reactions with Overload, Melt, and of course, Virgin. But what sells it for me with Dia is her burst. She's not bursting using her weapon. She goes all MMA on the opponents and she just literally beats them to a pulp. In my opinion, like, it's a fun character to play. I do have her on 2 of my accounts. I haven't built her properly, but I've done her trials and everything like that, and I thought she was a great character. So this is why she's made it to my top 5. Coming in at number 4 is Yoimiya, another Pyro character. I actually really like Yoimiya's character design. I think it's a super cute character design, and I do like her story. I have got a Yoimiya on my first ever account. I like the concept of her, like, auto attack damage, even though it's buffed with Pyro from her skill. I think that's a great niche for her character design, and I've seen plenty of videos of C6 with her signature weapon that do some ridiculous damage, and in the future I would like to C6 all of my 5 favorite 5 stars, just because I would like to do mega builds and do individual videos on them. But yeah, Yoimiya, first bow user. There's a second one. Anybody that knows me knows what the other one's going to be. But I'm a huge fan of her, just the concept of the character, mainly. Her skill set is fun. But yeah, so she comes in at number 4 for me. I think a lot of people underrate her because she gets a lot of reruns. But yeah, number 4. Alright, a little different for number 3, mainly because I didn't really want to include Fontaine characters because they are so new. So this one is a dual number 3 spot. So there's 2 characters here. Firstly, for me, is Furina. So the Hydro Archon. Her kit is ridiculous. I want her on like all of my accounts, but on my main account I'm playing at the moment, Heals and Shields, she's phenomenal. She does so much damage, but still falls under the healer category. It's absolutely crazy. Her actual character look, though, is my favorite in the entire game. The top hat with the crown is 2 of my favorite headwears that I've used for transmogs and everything like that in other games. And I've always had a fascination with crowns and top hats pretty much my entire life. So that's the main reason Furina's on there. She's a bit sassy, well character design there, but yeah, the look of her and her kit is why she's on this list for me. So, as I said, it's a combined. So, there's 2 of them that come in at number 3. The second one being Navia. Claymore user and Geo. Geo's so underrated in my opinion. It gets no love. Homeverse, please show Geo some love. I'm hoping that you will do so with the fact that Navi is in the game. She's ridiculous. She's also a Claymore user, and her Claymore is a freaking axe. Like, that's epic. Not to mention that she fights with an umbrella, that she shoots like it's a rifle, and then when it comes to her burst, it's a cannon barrage. Like, amazing kit. Looks phenomenal. Strong Geo DPS user. Whoa. Like, I've got nothing more to say. These two characters, amazing. They come in at number 3. They're not taking my top spots. They very could, but I'm not going to put brand new characters in the top spot. So yeah, Furina and Navia come in at a tied number 3. Okay, coming in at number 2, might have been a shock to my community because I don't really talk about her that much, but number 2 for me is Eula. She is Cryo user, Claymore user. There you go. So there's another Claymore. That's 3 out of in my top 5, which is top 6. Her character, amazing. And no, I'm not just talking about the dump truck, which everybody's going to be saying. Claymore user that hits like an actual truck. Like you always see about the biggest hits. Before Linny came out, it was all about Eula hitting 1 mil and people getting the 1 mil achievement in game because of her. I like the look of her character. I like the way she's portrayed in game with being raised like royalty, so she doesn't understand how the common human is. I know it's just a game, but the concept behind it's still good. But Claymore user smashes like a truck. I don't have her on any of my accounts. I've actually made a Cryo only account, which I've said I will make the series when Eula's banner gets a rerun. So maybe there'll be a Cryo only series down the track, but until Eula's banner comes back out in 7.2, not happening. But Eula, number 2 on the list. Alright, this should come as a surprise to absolutely nobody in my community. My number 1 favorite 5-star, and has been since she was announced, not even before she came out, is Yelan. Her character looks phenomenal, as in the art style. I absolutely love it, and no, I'm not an armpit enthusiast. Thank you very much. Her skill set makes her amazing for, like, just doing things on the map. So around the area, her skill at C1 has 2 charges, which just allows you to basically just sprint flat out. So let's just roll with that. Amazing hydro application with her burst. She can be built for on-field, for off-field, for Dendro teams, for freeze teams, wherever you want. But the character design for me is it in a nutshell. She's my favorite. Furina almost surpassed her, but no, I will always have Yelan as my favorite character. I will C6 R5 her eventually. My main account has her at the moment, and that account will be the account that goes for C6 on her. I'm not a whale, I just want C6. I want to be able to do an amazing video and show her capabilities and her damage and how useful she is. But yeah, that's it for the top 5, guys. Let me know down below if you agreed with any of these or what your top 5 is. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all have a good day, good evening, and or good night, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next top 5 episode.